Most penguins, after finding mates and laying their eggs, flee as happy couples wobbling and dragging their unborn child between their legs from the birthing site to the feeding site. This is a long and hard journey. After the chick penguin hatches, the new family returns home. Returning home isn't a piece of cake either. The young couple has to take turns caring for the infant. Sadly, not all the young families have a home to return to. Some of their shelters have been inhabited by predators, some have wilted, and some have broken off their glacier. All that is left for some of these poor penguins is to swim and find new homes, drown, or be eaten by a predator. Now, due to the reduced space the penguins have, we find that every day fewer penguins have a home to return to. The very survival of these beautiful creatures has been left in the hands of greenhouse emitters, otherwise known as the human race. I plan to explain to you the causes of global warming, its effects on the world, and what can be done to stop further damage. Greenhouse gases are huge contributors to the current global warming crisis. Since the first industrial revolution, humans have been destroying our Earth slowly but in massive ways. The main cause of global warming is carbon dioxide emissions. These emissions come mostly from airplanes, power plants, and of course, something most Americans own, automobiles. A writer from the San Francisco Chronicle, 1997 December, states that drivers in Los Angeles and New York alone wasted 600 million gallons of gas while sitting in traffic, equaling about 7.5 million tons of carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide emissions aren't the only gassy problem. Nitrous oxide is another greenhouse gas. Since it is a colorless, non-flammable gas, it's no wonder why we can't see that it pollutes the atmosphere almost as much as carbon dioxide. Another addition to the problem is methane. Methane is more than 20 times more effective at trapping gas in the atmosphere as carbon dioxide. Another cause of greenhouse gas emissions, one which most refuse to look at as problematic, is deforestation. Deforestation emits about 20 to 25% of all carbon emissions globally. Of course, these are natural causes, but these are the main greenhouse gas problems and the creations of global warming. The effects of this phenomenon are seen across the globe. Everyone is being affected, from kangaroos dying of dehydration after a 5-year drought to drowning polar bears who have to swim far to find a home, and even people in coastal China rushing to beaches in search of cool relief. The hotter the atmosphere gets, the more ice glaciers melt. The more ice glaciers melt, the fewer habitats for wildlife in the Arctic. This also means more dark seawater and less white ice. The white ice reflects the sun's hot rays back into the sky, while the dark seawater attracts the sun's rays back onto Earth, causing a heating cycle. Excessive heat isn't the only damage occurring. There are massive floods, earthquakes, and volcano eruptions, all causes of global climate change, and help to further global warming. While children in China play in the area that was once the Jiaoliangjiang River, now dry, and the cause of the area's citizens' lack of drinking water, other children fight for their lives in torrential rain left the streets of Jakarta. We have caused immense destruction, but there are things we can do to help the crisis and even begin to reverse its effects. Here are a few tips on how to be more eco-friendly right from home. In order to save on costly energy, people can simply change their home bulbs from regular 40-watt bulbs to CFLs, compact fluorescent light bulbs. These funny-looking squirrel bulbs are sold where you get your regular bulbs. They may be slightly more expensive, but they last several years longer and use up only a quarter of energy. Planting a tree in your neighborhood will not only make your garden come to life, but it will help the environment as well. Trees absorb carbon dioxide in their leaves and breathe out clean oxygen. A tree can help you breathe in healthier air. Finding a job closer to home will prevent lots of wasted time sitting in traffic, not to mention all the carbon dioxide being released into the air. That will also help your pockets too, because there won't be a need to fill up on gas as often. If one must travel to a local grocery store in walking distance, forget the car and take a stroll there. It will improve your health, but you can eliminate the frustrating hunt for a parking spot. On a hot day, think of opening a window instead of cranking up the air conditioner. Trade in your old energy-hungry appliances for Energy Star appliances, which are EPA approved and save you on your energy bill. Plus, many of these appliances come with government tax rebates. Recycling paper, plastics, and metals will prevent trees from being cut down, and petroleum to make new plastics and metals. This also gives these items a new life. An aluminum soda can be recycled today, maybe a child's baseball bat tomorrow. Now that I have explained the causes, effects, and a cure for global warming, It's up to everyone to put in their sweat. This is an effort we can all get through together. I can't ask for everyone to trade in their Hummer vehicles for a smart car, but I can suggest that it would be a wise choice if you enjoy wildlife. After all, don't you think your great-grandchildren deserve to see penguin or polar bear in the zoo one day? Making the change to green isn't difficult. All that is needed is some time and lots of motivation.